Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Carolyn. I'm an empath and psychic. And in today's video, we're going to be unboxing the Beyond Lumeria Oracle cards. I'm so excited to have this deck a part of my collection. I've heard so many good things about it and so many people who rave about doing readings with it. And so I decided to go ahead and get it. I haven't even really looked at the artwork yet, so it's going to be a first impressions for me as well. But I love the vibe and the style of it. It really resonates with me, and I love the color scheme that's chosen for this deck. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. For those of you who are wondering, it's one of the standard boxes where you just kind of lift the lid like that, and then it has a piece of paper which I typically throw out, and then you have the guidebook here. And so in this guidebook you have the table of contents, then you have the preface, then you have the introduction, and then how to use the cards, a little bit about the cards and the chakra cards, the seed cards. And then she has different spreads that you guys can use. And it looks like there's a lot of in-depth stuff in this guidebook. And then you have the card meaning the chakra cards. And so it looks like for each of the cards, there's a little image of it. Then it has the cards labeled with the number, the words that are on it. Then it has a little bit about the meaning. And then it has the restore, the themes, and the healing position, and the color wash. So this is super insightful. I definitely will be using this guidebook for my readings so I can get to know the cards a bit better. Oh, and then there's also divinatory meanings. Let's see if I missed anything else. Okay, no, that seems to be the only thing that I missed. So I zoomed you guys in a bit closer so you can see the cards. This is the back of the deck, and I love this. I love the contrast between the black border and then the beautiful light colors with the artwork. I love how everything's in flow, and it just has this whimsical feel to it. So now getting into the cards, this is a 56 card deck, and each of the cards here, they have a symbol here. I'm wondering if that symbol is going to stay the same for all of them. Then it has the number, then it has like the name of the card, and then it has like a word or symbol with the card. And I love the artwork so far. It seems like this very dreamy, magical energy. And the cards have a matte finish, so I'll let you guys know how shuffling goes later on in the video. I personally prefer matte finishes just because of how I film and do my readings. If the cards are too shiny, the light can be reflected off of it and it blocks the artwork. So it looks like the symbol here does change for each card. I'm loving the artwork on this card. It's the root chakra, so it's ground and center, but I'm also getting an energy of change and transformation and growth within oneself. And with this card, the solar plexus chakra, it's reminding me of the tree of life down here. I love this throat chakra card. I love anything to do with butterflies, and stars are part of my signs, and I just love this entire artwork, this vibe for the throat chakra. And also, like, the throat chakra is one of the chakras that resonates the most for me. So this one is standing out and it's so beautiful. So this is the third eye chakra card, and to me, I'm really sensing like a powerful change with this card. Almost like in tarot when we have the Tower card, I feel like this is a similar energy where it's like a very strong energy here. For some reason, this card is really reminding me of like stained glass, and it's really beautiful. So it looks like not all the cards have that second word underneath the main word. Some of them just have the name of the card. love how in this card it's not just the third eye and the crown chakra, it's also about the throat chakra, saying that we have to use the throat with our mind. I love how her hair is combining with the flowers and making this infinity symbol here. I love how the animals look in this image. This is such an interesting card. I love the communication between the two fishes here and how they both represent the yin and the yang. I love how in this card they have the person climbing up the ladder to reach the star, almost as if this person is reaching for their dreams and they have the supplies they need to get it. This is the last card, and it's my favorite card out of all the ones in this deck. It's so beautiful. It represents the energy of vulnerability so well, and it just has this very intuitive energy with it where it just really resonates for me. So I just got done shuffling these cards, and because it's a matte finish, it does a lot better with the ripple shuffle than it does with the overhand shuffle. With the ripple shuffle, the cards are sturdy enough where they actually shuffle very easily, whereas when you do the overhand shuffle, because of the texture of the cards, they don't have enough slip, so it's kind of hard to do. You can do it, but it's not going to be as good of a shuffle if you were to use the ripple shuffle instead. And now I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and see if there's a collective message right now. So we have card 56, Vulnerability, card 27, Pure and Feathered Friends, and we have card 13, Air, Paradigm Shift. And the back of the deck energy is card 40, Radical Expression. So first impressions, before I go into the guidebook, I think it's really interesting that card 56 was my favorite card in the entire deck, and that was the first card that we got out for the collective message. And then with the other two cards, I feel like with this animal card here, it's really saying that we have to be vulnerable and put ourselves in situations that make us uncomfortable and have a lot of trust, have a lot of faith. Because with her being with these animals here, especially like let's take this lion. This lion can turn on you. This lion can be dangerous, and it can be an enemy. But if you go into it knowing what the facts are, knowing that this isn't going to turn into a bad situation because you are in control and you're not going to let it turn bad, then you can be vulnerable and have trust in yourself and in the situation that you are going to be okay. And with this air energy here, air is really an energy where things are moving, there's change. It's a really fast-paced energy. And so to me, it's saying that vulnerability is required for us to change in order for us to grow, in order for us to shift our energy. We need to rely on the people in our lives and have trust that we can do things and not feel like we always have to be planning and preparing and trying to stay one step ahead. It's really about being grounded and not overreaching yourself, not overexerting what you can do because you're not relying on others. It's about really working as a collective, as a team, and as a group. And that is the way that we are going to be able to get things done. And so I feel like this is a message for the collective, for those of you who are still watching this, that maybe you have something that you haven't allowed someone to help you with, and there's people that are waiting to help you, but you haven't relied on them. And so this is saying you got to reach out. You got to really extend that olive branch to someone in your life. So card 56 says real strength, holding space, healing past wounds, accepting yourself as you are, sharing from the depths of your heart, raw truths, compassion for others, removing your armor. Card 27 says ethical consumption, making a difference through our food choices, caring for all beings, animals, environmental awareness, doing the best we can, animal spirit guides. And card 13 says an innovative way of existing, new earth energies, inspiring others, fresh air, flying higher than you have before, more expansive perspectives, consciousness shift. And so after reading the guidebook, I'm really sensing that you could be receiving downloads and information from your animal spirit guides, that you're going to have a lot more animals giving you messages. And so really pay attention to them, really pay attention to the choices you're making in your life, making sure that they fit your morals and that you are not doing things out of peer pressure or fear or society or anything like that. You're really doing things that make you feel happy and whole and complete. And then it's also saying that there is a shift of energy, especially with the consciousness and the collective as a whole, that there is a shift in the energy. Things are going to be changing. And I think as a whole, the collective is becoming more conscious of the things we do, of our choices, and we're being more vulnerable, where we're holding ourselves accountable. And so I definitely feel like in your lives, there could be a shift where you have people who either are doubling down in what they believe in, where some people are going to try and bury their heads in the sand. And I feel like you are at a point in your life where you are coming to terms with more acceptance and really realizing who you are and what you're not going to put up with. And I feel like some of you guys might be setting boundaries where you choose to walk away from people. But I also feel like expect a shift of energy where people who are part of the higher vibration, they are realizing the error of their ways. You could have people coming into your lives and apologizing to you. There could be a shift where people are reaching out to you as well. So definitely just pay attention to the way people are interacting with you. I would definitely expect some sort of shift, whether that's positive or negative. It really depends on the type of people you have in your lives. If you have more narcissists in your lives, then I really feel like people are going to double down and you're going to have to be the one to walk away. But if you have people who are really accepting or who are trying to learn, trying to grow, they are really going to be catapulted into that state of growth where they are really going to be doing a lot of work on themselves and healing a lot within themselves. And I feel like in turn, so are you. I feel like the consciousness as a whole is really analyzing things and going into this introspective time of our lives where we are realizing what we want and what we're going to put up with and what we're not. We're setting boundaries and we are shifting our energy individually, but as a collective as well. So my final thoughts on this deck, I really love it. I love how it reads. It has a really good energy about it, and I feel like the readings and the messages just come really easily. So I really would suggest this deck if you are someone where you are wanting to read more intuitively. I think this is a very easy deck to do that with. I also think this is a great deck if you're wanting to do more collective readings and really tap into the consciousness. I feel like this is a really good deck when you're trying to understand what is going to happen or where the energy is coming from. So I really am excited to work with this deck and see what messages I get. I really feel like this is a great deck with my intuition. I feel like the messages are very clear and they're very concise. And so definitely if you've been thinking about getting this deck, I would highly recommend it. It's actually one of my favorite decks that I got recently. Between the way it reads and the artwork and just the style and the vibe, I really love it. So that's where I'm gonna leave today's video. If you guys did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with someone else if you know that they've been wanting this deck. Let me know in the YouTube comments down below if you guys are gonna get this deck, or if you already have it, let me know what you like about it. Let me know what you don't like about it. If you guys haven't already, please hit subscribe. I would love to have you guys part of this family. I post 2 times a week. I post more unboxing videos like this. I also post readings, so I do collective readings, zodiac readings, and pick a pile readings. And I also do educational videos. So if that's the type of content you guys want to see, definitely turn on that bell notification so you see when I post my next video. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I can't wait to see you all in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.